Welcome to our public tonight. We are Woodstown Wolverines live, and we are coming to you from Clint Ware Memorial Stadium. I am your play-by-play color guy, Christopher M. Snyder, and I'm here with my man of the day, Mr.
Jake Donini.
Jake, what are you thinking of tonight's game?
We can only hope for a good game tonight.
You know, go ahead, Jake.
The Wolverines are against Gloucester Rams today.
Well, the Rams come in. I hear that they are 0-4 at this point, and the Wolverines have a great shot tonight to take one victory for our team and obviously bring in some school spirit as we head into Spirit Week and celebrate our homecoming against Shalleck, those Cougars down the street next Friday night under the lights. You ready for that game, Mr. Donini?
Oh, you bet. I can't wait to see all the floats from our talented Woodstown High School students.
Absolutely. And, you know, we got to make sure that we thank our lovely associates here tonight. We have a lot of students volunteering here for the first time as we promote our Communications Academy and our Video Communications Club to bring in our Sling Studio. I want to thank Carlisle Adams, our technology extraordinaire, for helping us get this off the ground. And this is our first attempt to do some live stream programming here for our school with multiple camera angles. Jake, I'm really excited you're here with me tonight. I'm looking forward to a good game. We're ready for the kickoff. And the Rams boot a squibbler, and it goes up. It looks like a good run forward. He is tackled at the 33-yard line. That looks like Abu Hall fielded the kickoff. Tackled by number 54 on Gloucester Catholic, who was Luke Lesh. Jake, the Wolverines take over at the 33. What do you think the first play is going to be?
I'd probably go with the run if I were them.
All right, Husser underneath the center. Taylor in the backfield. Woodruff. Looks like an illegal motion. Oh, offsides defense. Great call there for the Wolverines. Pick up an extra 5. We're going to be 1st and 5 from the 44-yard line. If you're just joining us now, the game just started. Wolverines took over at the 34. Penalty. Offsides on the defense. Got us to the 44-yard line. Hustler in the backfield, hands off to Taylor. Taylor bounces around, but meets, and he fumbles. Gloucester Catholic does recover. Be interesting to see if they give the ball to Catholic, or are they saying the ball is dead? Waiting to see what the call is from the referees here. What do you think, Jake?
We can only hope for the Wolverines' recovery. It's not looking good.
We did not take that one, unfortunately. Taylor was really hammered at the line. He was really running hard, kept those legs churning, but a Gloucester Catholic defensive men stripped him clean, and Gloucester Catholic will take over on the Wolverine 30-yard line. Wolverines are going to have to come up with some good defense here to hold Gloucester Catholic back. Looks like number 4, Connor Regan, is under center in the shotgun here for Gloucester Catholic. Hands off to number 1, Devon Vales. He gets a good run in, about 6 yards on the play. Gloucester Catholic will be 2nd and about 6 from the Wolverine 25-yard line. Wolverines are going to have to hold them here, try to keep them from getting inside that red zone. Ball is snapped, handed off to number 2, Deshaun Harris, who does sweep around the side. Looks like a good tackle there from
Marquis Walls.
Marquis Walls, thank you, Jake. Looks like 3rd down and 2. A very critical 3rd down here. Rams quarterback Connor Regan comes back into the huddle. Looks like he will stay in the shotgun formation. He has number 12, Luke Van Alken, split wide to the right. Oh, fumble, runs into each other. Looks like Wolverine ball. Who's that recovered there, Jake?
Recovered by number 25, Malik Parsons.
All right, Malik Parsons picks up a great fumble by getting inside. A little mix-up in the backfield by Gloucester Catholic. High snap caused the quarterback to bobble the ball, and then his man in motion ran into him, causing the fumble, and Malik Parsons was there to recover. Wolverines get the ball back, no harm. Back on their 29-yard line. Tariq Husser under center. Jamison Taylor in the backfield. Keeps the ball, runs through the right side of the field, and gets to about the 33-yard line. All right, the Wolverines come out of huddle. And we got Husser under center. Taylor is in the backfield again, split wide. We got number 15, Emerson Garrett, and they do run to his side.
Abu Hall making a great run.
Hall scampers around the end, does a little high step in there to break one tackle, and the fans love it. This Wolverine section is loaded and pumped. Jake, you wish you were down there and those fans?
Oh, the energy must be electric down there. We all wish we were in this riveting school spirit.
All right, Husser back underneath, right at the 49-yard line. 20 goes in motion and gets the handoff. Marquis Walls picks up about 3 on the first down. That'll bring up about a 2nd and 7. Woodruff comes back in along with Tashawn Warren, number 22, as Walls comes out and Hall comes out. Number 7, Brian Berry, split wide to the left. Looks like Warren gets the ball, gets a great pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Great night for football, huh there, Jake?
Oh, it's a perfect night. Exactly what you think of when you think of fall.
It's about the first night we've got that had cool temperatures, and I can tell you our Wolverines are thriving under this environment. Clear night and the spirit is high. Husser under center at the 43-yard line of Gloucester Catholic. 3rd down and 3. Taylor met by a host of Gloucester Catholic, but does power his way about 3 yards. It's going to make him about 1.5 yards short. That'll bring up 4th and a very long 1 yard at the Gloucester Catholic 42. Again, if you're joining us live, we are 0-0 with the Wolverines driving in a critical 4th down play. And the fans are cheering them on, trying to get them ahead to get this first down. Taylor powers ahead, does get the first down. That'll bring up a Wolverine first down. The Wolverines are steadily changing out players, keeping fresh legs in there. Husser's been sharp in the back. They are on the Ram 40-yard line, and they're hoping to tack on some more yards here. Barry is split out wide left again. Handoff on the inside.
21, Abu Hall makes another great run towards the end zone.
Bull Hall pulling down the ball, scampering around the end, about 11 yards on the play for another Wolverine first down.
It just seems that Boo Hall cannot be stopped tonight.
He is looking sharp, Jake. Husser again under center. Taylor in the backfield. Warren goes into motion. They do the reverse option. Bobby Woodruff breaks free.
And that's a Wolverine touchdown.
And your Wolverines are on the board with 6 as Woodruff hits paint as he scampers in for a 22-yard run for a touchdown. Great little piece of misdirection by the offense there and some great blocking by the front offensive line.
Connor Batten is kicking for Woodstown Wolverines. It remains to be seen if he can get the extra point. And the point is good.
Your Wolverines finish it off strong with a strong kick from Connor Batten. I think that could have went about 40 yards on that play, Jake.
He definitely does have a foot on him.
So Connor Batten cleans it up and makes it a 7-0 game for the Wolverines. Wolverines struggled on the first series by fumbling the ball, but they immediately had tight defense, got the ball back, and drove 70 yards downfield for a Wolverine touchdown. And the crowd is really loving it tonight. Our student section, loud and proud. I see a sea of blue.
It looks like it's going to be a good night for the Wolverines.
All right, your Wolverines are lining up for the kick. We have about 7:06 remaining in the first quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, the score is 7-0 Woodstown Wolverines over the Gloucester Catholic Rams.
Connor Batten with the kick.
And Gloucester Catholic fields it at about the 25 and move on up only to about the 32. Number 1, Deshaun Vales was the receiver on the kick, and the Wolverines shut that down with some tight defense. Special teams is the key to a lot of each and every game. And coaches really emphasize on strong special teams to keep those big plays from happening. All right, in the shotgun goes Gloucester Catholic. Regan's back. Some spinning from number 2 on Gloucester Catholic. That's Deshaun Harris. It seems like number 1 and number 2 seem to be their top carriers for the Rams there, Jake.
It does seem like that.
So far, neither team has gone back to pass. It's been a running game all the way through, but we are in early part of this contest. All right, Reagan back, does a reverse. Number 1 comes spinning around. Vales gets around the end, but a great tackle by number 1. Who was that on that play, Jake?
That's Eric Quinones.
Eric Quinones.
Yeah,
sometimes that can be tough to pronounce. We understand. Eric Quinones with a big stop there coming out of the nowhere. Actually, to stop him short of the first down. A critical play for the Rams. Woodstown's defense has got to get inside to keep this ball from crossing that first down marker. Number 2, Harris on the carry. Does not get much, but I do believe he has enough to get the first down. And the refs are waving the chains on, so the Rams have successfully gained a first down at the Rams' 42-yard line. There is 5:26 left in this first quarter, with your Wolverines up 7-0. Reagan back in the shotgun again. Rams take over on first down, and a host of Wolverines are there to greet him. Number 1, Vales on the carry again, swarmed by Wolverines, led by Jamison Taylor on the play and on the tackle. Front line got in there deep. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12 from the Wolverine 41-yard line.
Seems the Woodstown defense is clamping down hard on the offense of Gloucester.
You're right, Jake. Defense is really psyched and pumped up, and I can see definitely a lot more intensity, and that sometimes happens. When you get that intensity going, the adrenaline going, a little penalty can hurt you. That'll push them forward 5 yards, bring up about a 2nd and 7. But you're right, I can see the Wolverines playing with a lot of intensity right now. I guess getting that score really helped them get some confidence.
But it is still very much anyone's game at this point. Sure
is. Way too early to tell. All right, Reagan back in the shotgun again. Woodstown's defense set. Reagan goes back to pass, finds an open receiver, number 1, Vale, who does a great spin move to pick up an extra 3 yards. Those 3 yards were pretty critical. It's right at the first down marker. We're about a yard short. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about a half a yard for the Gloucester Catholic Rams. Again, the Wolverines have seen themselves in this position before. They're going to have to step up here and make a good defensive stop. Looks like Gloucester Catholic does pick up the first down on the run. Looks like Reagan kept the ball himself on a quarterback sneak. So that'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Rams at the Woodstown Wolverine 46 with 3:02 remaining in the first quarter. Reagan back in the shotgun. Looks like Harris gets around the corner. He's got some speed. He steps out of bounds. What a lucky break for the Wolverines there. They were in hot pursuit. However, Harris had an extra step on him. Looked like he was going to go all the way, but single foot steps out of bounds at around the Woodstown 32-yard line. Number 1, Eric Keonis was in hot pursuit, but Wolverines got a lucky break on that one. Rams back in their offensive formation. Reagan back in the shotgun. He's got Vales set behind him. Harris comes back. Vales runs up through the 5-hole. Looks like he gets to the 30-yard line to pick up about 2 yards. 2:25 remains in this first quarter. Gloucester Catholic gets set. Reagan calls the snap. Gets it back to Harris. Harris dips through the left side. Not much room to move. Host of Wolverines there. Number 52, big on that play. R.J. Gaskell fills up that hole rather quickly, and the linebacker stepped up to make the play. Brings up a 3rd and about 6 for Gloucester Catholic. Back in the shotgun again. Vales in the backfield. Pass play, comes inside. Good defensive play by number 8.
Niger Brown.
Niger Brown, good call, Mr. Danini. And the fans start chanting the Blue Goo chant, which they bring up every time our defense makes a great play. As we know, we sweat orange and bleed blue here in Woodstown country. A critical 4th and 6 for the Rams. Woodstown's defense trying to set up, stop this long gain. Back to pass goes Reagan. He throws underneath. Drops the pass. It would have fell short either way. Woodstown will take over on downs.
With 1 minute on the clock, the Wolverines have the ball.
Looks like the Wolverines will take over on the 27-yard line on their own side of the field. As we're getting to the winding minute here in the first quarter, the Wolverines up 7-0. Husser underneath center, snaps the ball, hands off to Taylor on the inside. A good pickup of about 3 yards. Or a little bit more, maybe 4 yards. Depends on the spot. .40 remain in the first quarter. 2nd down and about 5.
And there's a flag down on the field.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Congratulations. Looks like a penalty on the Gloucester Catholic, so the Wolverines now will be at 2nd and about 6 inches to go for a 1st down with about 12 seconds remaining on the clock in the first quarter. Handoff to Woodruff, who gets tackled in the backfield. A loss of about 4 yards on the play as the siren goes off, and we end our first quarter of play, which are Woodstown Wolverines 7, Gloucester Catholic Rams 0. What do you think of this first quarter of play thus far, Jake?
Well, it's certainly a good start for the Wolverines. Still remains to be seen if we can hold on to the lead for the remaining 3 quarters.
That is true. We're going to have to take this momentum into the second quarter and really start to try to push the ball downfield. It seems we've been a little inconsistent in our runs thus far. So Wolverines are going to have to start really thinking about trying to put that extra effort in, trying to get through that line of the Rams, which have been pretty tough up front. And the ball has been moved to the opposite side of the field. The Wolverines will take over going the other way on their own 35. Maybe we had that. All right, Husser under center. We got, looks like Taylor on the run. Picks up about 2 on the play. Looks like Wolverines will go ahead and punt. So the Wolverines with 4th down and 1 go into punt formation with number 7, Brian Berry, in the backfield ready to accept the snap. Short snap, high flying kick, and it takes a Wolverine bounce. Headed to the Gloucester Catholic 35-yard line. So Gloucester Catholic will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35. If you're just joining us, we are in the 2nd quarter of play with approximately 11 minutes on the clock. And it's anyone's game at this point. The Wolverines are up 7-0, but the defense has been pretty good on both sides of the ball. And offenses have really struggled trying to consistently move the ball downfield. Reagan calls for the ball. Looks like Harris gets the call. Guts right up the middle. Blows right through the backfield, and he is gone. A Gloucester Catholic Ram 65-yard run. A burst of speed through that line. Once he hit that secondary, it was like watching a track star head for the finish line. Harris puts on that burst of speed for Gloucester Catholic and makes it a 7-6 ball game. This extra point is going to be especially crucial for the Wolverines to try to stop. It looks like Catholic will be kicking the ball. Number 36, Jerry O'Donnell, set to make the kick, the snap, and it's up and good. We have a tie ball game here, folks, under our Friday Night Lights special, brought to you by Woodstown Wolverine Live and our spectacular crew of Communication Academy students who are out here giving all they got to bring live programming to you as your Wolverines take on the Gloucester Catholic Rams. All right, Gloucester Catholic is lined up and ready to go as their kicker heads onto the field to tee it up. Wolverines are set to receive. Who's back to receive?
Abu Hall is back to receive the punt.
And the kickoff is a squibber. Looks like number 25, Malik Parsons, picks it up, makes a few moves, and is finally brought down at about the 35-yard line of the Wolverines. Great job by Parsons to field that ball. Those end-over-end kicks can really be tough to field. All right, Husser under center, Taylor in the backfield, and the handoff goes to number 20, Marquis Walls, who gets a big gainer of about 8 yards on the play. Walls with a quick burst of speed and an outstanding block by Taylor on the left defensive end opens up that hole for Walls to bust around and pick up a large gainer. 2nd and 2. Looks like Warren picks it up this time, and I believe he got the first down, made it to the 49-yard line. That does bring up a Wolverine first down. Warren's really a hard runner, don't you think, Jake?
Oh yeah, especially given his size. It's definitely hard to get out there when you're a person of his stature, but he definitely makes it up for with his high energy and his quick moves.
He sure does. He hits those holes fast, and he finds an opening, and it's hard to bring him down. He keeps those legs churning, and that's a great factor for the Wolverines. Looks like we have Kionis out wide right, Garrett wide left, Husser under center, Taylor in the backfield. Lawrence, looks like we might have a Wolverine offsides or defensive offsides. Can't tell right now. It looks like it's against the Rams. They're measuring it off. And that's a big break for the Wolverines. 1st and 5. The Wolverines have done really well with not getting penalized thus far, huh, Jake?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're doing their best. That's all we can ask for.
Taylor.
Making his way through the Gloucester defensive line. Gets to the 40.
Looked like a fake option on that keeper by Husser to get the first down and make it to the 40-yard line of Gloucester Catholic. The Wolverines, not to be denied, coming back on fire after that long run by the Gloucester Catholic Rams, but we do have a penalty flag on the play. Warren brought down in the backfield. Not sure what the penalty is, but we'll wait to see what the refs have to say.
Looks like the penalty's been declined.
So the Wolverines penalized on the play. The Rams decline, and the Wolverines will take a 6-yard loss on that play. 2nd and 16 from the Wolverine 46. Husser under center.
Another flag on the field. Another penalty against the Wolverines.
Wolverines go back another 5. That'll bring up a 2nd and 21. Tusser back to pass. Sees an open man wide open. First down, Wolverines. Emerson Garrett.
An amazing pass caught by Emerson Garrett.
Looks like Garrett snuck back behind the secondary on that play, Jake.
He definitely is a slippery one.
Garrett able to get wide open on that play, allowing Hussard to roll out to his left, find the open man, and pick up 22 yards on the play for a Wolverine first down. Handoff to number 20.
Walls is brought down at the 20.
Brought down by number 1. DeJuan Vales, who's also a key player on their offensive team. Looks like he's struggling a little bit after that tackle. Again, the Wolverines threatening now inside the red zone at the Rams' 19-yard line. 7:50 on the clock, 7-7 in this contest. Warren dips inside, does a great spoon move, but is tackled after about a 4-yard gain.
Warren again showing his energy. Definitely one to keep an eye on, it being as he's only a sophomore.
Great point, Jake. He is a young player, but really, really showing a lot of stuff out here tonight. Hustler under center, Taylor in the backfield. Taylor busts through the middle, right over top of the center. Great big hole. He ran right behind number 70 on the offensive line, Adrian Lafferty, and number 72, Robert Bigler.
Wolverines approaching the end zone with only 10 yards to go.
Chris Garrity helped make a big hole in there from under center by pushing his Gloucester Catholic man to the hard right. That offensive line is really popping right now, pushing forward, getting the Rams reeling backwards. I can tell their defense is really starting to get tired, Jake.
Yes, you can. You can feel the excitement from the offensive line.
They are pushing and going forward, and Coach Adams is doing a great job of rotating his offensive players in there, getting fresh legs just about on every single play. That brings up a 2nd and goal to go on the 5-yard line of the Rams. Taylor dips back into the right, meets a host of Gloucester Catholic. Gloucester Catholic is saying they picked up a fumble, but I believe the ball was dead, and the Wolverines will maintain possession. That brings up a 1st down and goal to go. Or excuse me, 3rd down and goal to go from the 4-yard line of the Rams. Crucial, critical 3rd down here, Jake. Who do you think should get the ball?
It's hard to say at this point.
Walls gets the pitch. And there is a flag on the play. Looks like it'll be on the Wolverines. I don't know if somebody lined up in the neutral zone, but it is a 5-yard penalty. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Goal to go. 5:08 remains in this first half with the score tied 7-7. Hustler back to pass. Oh, it looked like a little, maybe a defensive interference. There's a call, but I'm not sure what that is. It could be an unsportsmanlike. There was a player of Gloucester Catholic in Woodstown's backfield, and the flag was from deep in the zone. Well, it looks like offsetting penalties. So we'll repeat that down. It'll still remain 3rd down. Or nope, excuse me, they're going to go with 4th down. So
Coach Adams bringing on fresh legs as tensions are rising.
Looks like Connor Batten is going to line up to try to put 3 more on the board for the Wolverines as we head towards the end of the first half. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Batten kicks it, and it is no good. Wide right.
The score is still tied, 7-7.
All right, Gloucester Catholic will take over at the Wolverines' 20-yard line. First down and 10 with 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Your score is still 7-7, and it's turning into quite a contest by these two teams. Oh, fumble! Wolverines will recover at their own 32-yard line.
Number 21, Abu Hall recovers the fumble for a Wolverine turnaround.
And a great time to get that turnover, Jake, because they really tried to press getting that ball in the end zone on that last series and struggled there at the end. So now they're going to get another shot.
Yes, it is certainly lucky for the Wolverines. With 4 minutes on the clock, will the Wolverines be able to get another touchdown?
Hustler back under center, hands off to number 25, Malik Parsons, for no gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9, a very short gain of 1 on that play. Penalties have hurt the Wolverines on these last couple series. They really need to try to convert this opportunity of getting that turnover into some points. Barry split right wide, Garrett split wide left, Parsons in the backfield, Woodruff to the right. Woodruff takes it inside, he's running through, and he's brought down after a 30-yard gain to the Rams' 5-yard line. That'll bring up a Wolverines 1st and goal to go. 5 yards to hit pay dirt. Who was out on the carry there, Jake?
Looks to be number 25, Malik Parsons.
Parsons with a short gain there. Looks like he picked up another 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2 yards to go. Hustler under center. Parsons in the backfield. Looks like a keeper from Hustler could have got it. Is
a touchdown for the Wolverines.
And another 6 on that scoreboard for the Wolverines after a missed field goal opportunity. The Wolverines quickly come back and strike within 2 minutes and put 6 on the board.
Looks to be Hunter Batten with the punt. And the field goal is good.
Batten puts up 1 on the board, making it 14-7 Wolverines over the Rams. The Wolverines regrouped quickly on that series, though I'm sure it was disappointing as they got down to the end zone there and couldn't make a score. They really had some resilience and came back quickly. Don't you think, Jake?
Oh, yes. Right to the Wolverines' credit, they definitely brought it back and did end up taking the point.
So our Woodstown Wolverines will set up for the kickoff as our Rams line up as well. We have 2:31 remaining in this first half. Again, if you have not been following, we are Wolverines 14, Gloucester Catholic Rams 7. All right, we are set for the kickoff. Batten is back. And the kick is up. Fielded at the 18-yard line.
Recovered by Rams number 7, Ben Wakis.
Brought down by Eric Kionis, number 1 for the Wolverines at the Rams. Looks like the Rams' 25-yard line. Rams have 2 minutes and 23 seconds to make something happen here. Or vice versa, the Wolverines have an opportunity to try to strike again before this half ends. Back to pass. Reagan dumps it out to number 24, and a stellar tackle by the Wolverines' number 1. Eric Kionis lights him up like a 4th of July on a big hit around the left side for a loss of 2 yards. Timeout taken by the Wolverines. That was quite a thundering hit there, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Eric really knows how to lay it out. He made a great hit and also excellent tackling skills by wrapping his arms right around the legs, stopping the runner right in his tracks. That was Scott Griffin on the catch by the Rams. A well-designed play, but Kionis stepped up quickly to put the lights out. We have 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, with your Woodstown Wolverines 14, Gloucester Catholic Rams 7. Great job. Looks good. Keeper around the left side, Harris, does pick up about 9 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Rams. Reagan comes in with a play. As the Wolverines line up on defense, Coach Ordog steps onto the field, offers some advice real quick. Reagan back to pass, steps up, steps out of the pocket, gets rid of it, and throws it through the line. Walls looking for the pick and run. Just had it stream by him. That would have been a definite pick 6 had Walls picked that ball off. 4th and 2 for Gloucester Catholic with 1:57 remaining on the clock in the first half. Reagan gives a hand off to number 2. Harris tries to get around the side and does! Squeaks through and dances down the sideline for an exceptional run. A huge first down for Gloucester Catholic, and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:47 remaining in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Rams 45. Rams are threatening again. Another timeout called by the Wolverines. Harris has been a one-man wrecking ball for the Gloucester Catholic Rams against the Wolverines. His intense speed is very hard to track down, and once he gets going, he is slippery as an eel as he goes through the line. The Wolverines are going to have to come up with a game plan in order to keep a spy on him so that he does not get outside, because once he does, it's gone.
You gotta get close enough for field goals.
All right, we are back in business. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their 45. Snap back to Reagan, goes back to pass, has all day to throw, delivers a floater, finds his man wide open, number 12. Luke Van Auken slides and makes a catch right in between 2 of our defenders. Woodstown letting the Rams back in this game here right before halftime. They are driving forward at the Wolverine 26-yard line. Reagan finds an open man on a floater pass. Back in the shotgun again. Hands off to number... Did you see that number, Jake?
Looks to be number 2, Harris.
Harris on the carry again, but nowhere to run. Wolverines are right there to meet him. Only a gain of 1 yard on the play. Gloucester Catholic now takes a timeout. 1:13 remains on the clock in the first half. Gloucester Catholic steadily driving down the field here under a 2-minute protocol, but are facing a 2nd and 9 here. What do the Wolverines got to do here, Jake?
Well, they just got to keep doing what they're doing and make sure that they lock down on number 2, Harris, and make sure that he doesn't get any more breakaways, just at least for 1 more minute.
I agree with that. Somehow or another, they got to put a little more pressure on Reagan when he goes back to throw. But again, the Wolverines have been pretty sharp in their defense up until this point. A couple big plays by the Rams kept them in this game. Reagan again back to pass, finds a little opening, but dumps it off short to Harris. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 9 to go. The Rams back in formation. Reagan set back in the shotgun. Van Auken back to block. A pass to Harris. He does get open. Spins outside. Oh no, he got open again.
That's a touchdown for Gloucester County. Gloucester Catholic.
A couple of huge missed tackles on that play as Harris once again slices and dices the secondary of our Wolverines. With 58 seconds remaining, the Rams put another 6 on the board as they line up for the extra point.
Number 36, Odell with the kick. And it looks like it is not good.
It was good.
I'm sorry, it was good. That brings it up to a 14-14 tie.
A tie ball game here, folks. This has been quite a barn burner. Back and forth they go. Sometimes we see really great defense. Sometimes we see spectacular offense. It has been a contest of two titans going up against one another. And we're finding ourselves deadlocked at 14 here with 58 seconds left in the half. Can the Wolverines stream down that field in less than a minute to get more points on the board?
Number 54, Luke Lesh with the kickoff.
Another sidewinder kick that goes out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty on the Rams that will be assessed.
They get choices.
By the Wolverines starting out, I believe, at the 40-yard line. Excuse me, 35-yard line. 1st and 10. All right, Husser back under center with less than a minute to left here in the second quarter. Pitches back. Taylor around the end, stumble, bumble, rumble over top of a Rams defender, number 58, to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. Great run by Taylor. Wolverines line back up, 2nd and 6 from their own 39-yard line. Misdirection, Woodruff through the middle is hammered by number 24, Van Alk. Or excuse me, Scott Griffin from the Rams. But not after he picks up 3 yards. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 from the Wolverine 42-yard line. 15 seconds remain in this first half. It's like the Wolverines took their 3rd and final timeout. And this may be the last play of the first half, Jake.
That it may.
Husser back under center, Taylor in the backfield. Husser back to pass, throws the ball long. Garrett up, makes the catch, 15 seconds remain. And that's going to be all there is for the first half. They are.
A flag is on the field.
I believe they got a penalty because the team was not set yet when they snapped the ball. So they will take a 5-yard penalty, but they were able to stop the clock with 6 seconds remaining. Husser back underneath.
And that's the end of the quarter.
A little miscommunication there on the field. And the referees are conferring. There is going to be time remaining on the clock. Time enough for the Wolverines to get one more playoff. 1 second remains. One last play for the half here. Can the Wolverines make something of it? Looks like we have another timeout. The Rams call their third and final timeout. 1 second remains in this first half.
0-0.
I think you're okay to just leave it because the ref's going to have their It's going to be one. It's going to be one play. I don't know. It'll be 0-0-1.
Set time and then a number.
Time set or set time?
No, it's real. Set time.
Yes.
You said not to do it when I put it in there. There's no calling. Oh, maybe I got to put it. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Put it on. I got you. Relax. There we go.
All right, looks like the longest timeout in the history of mankind, and certainly the longest half that I've seen yet in high school football. But here we are with 1 second remaining. Husser back in the shotgun. 3-4 wideouts, and another call by the refs for offsides.
He did hit it, it just didn't go. Good.
False start on the Wolverines, going backwards.
Where are we at? 39?
Penalties seem to keep pushing us back, Jake.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the home team.
Husser back in the shotgun, takes the ball. Time runs out. Husser unloads, throws a floater up. It's there. But our Wolverine receivers were not able to pick the ball up in time. But the ball did make it to the end zone, and that is your half with the score 14-14 here at Clintware Stadium. And if you're just joining us again, this is your Woodstown Wolverines Friday night game live here on YouTube with our Communication Academy students. I'm here with Mr. Jake Danini, 10th grader at Woodstown High School, an extraordinarily talented actor, gifted mathematician, and science talent that is waiting to be recognized in the future. But here he is, a great communication student as well. And you bring a lot to the table here, Jake, and I just wanted to give you a little shout out for joining us here tonight.
Thank you, that's very kind. But it's looking to be a very close game today. Both teams looking to be evenly matched.
Yes, sir, we do have a tight ball game here, and we're going to go ahead and have our cheerleaders go out on the field and do their routine. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play the music for it because we will get a copyright infringement. So I do apologize to our cheerleaders for not being able to hear the music. but our cheerleaders do an excellent job raising the spirits of all of our team and our school, coming out each and every game and practicing real hard every week to perform, to lift the spirits and attitudes of our students and staff as we come and celebrate our Wolverines in the orange and blue. And we also have to give a big shout out to our band, who will be performing their routine shortly after the cheerleaders' routine. Dead?
They're not set on. This is a 9, one's on 22, one's on 24.
We don't have extra batteries in the
I gave
program.
him the one that was 30.
And then, well, I'll just have to go to the iPad.
I have my phone too, so I can just give my phone to.
Yeah, we could use phones.
Yeah. Can I do the audio?
Yeah. Getting ready to do their routine. Thank you, Woodstown High School cheerleaders, for doing what you do. What? Where? That's great. Thanks for all the good work. Yeah, mine are freezing.
You guys go get food if you want.
All right, we are going to welcome our 2018-2019 Woodstown High School Marching Band as they take the field. Give our band a lot of credit. A lot of work and time and effort goes into this from our students who are constantly practicing, putting in the hours, various competitions, and a big thanks to all the parents and coaches who spend countless hours fundraising, organizing events, and helping these students reach their goals with music. And it's such an important part of our school, don't you think, Jake?
Yes, these students put in a lot of work. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into each performance.
And many of these students you'll find in these performing arts participate in our drama productions. They work on our crew and stage and sound, and they really truly are an unsung bunch of heroes for our school who really make all of this so important to our students and keeps the culture and climate very positive for our school and very, very school spirited.
You want to read the copy on that? Because it'll tell you about everything they're doing and who the drum majors are in there. Sure. So when he's done, I'll get it from him and then I'll read it.
Yours is rolling, so. They got color graded together. The last time I watched this, they color graded the shoe. It was awful.
Fun.
And the marker. Hey, going right now. You need that gun? Throw it.
So when you're ready, and you can even say it after if you want something.
This
An amazing performance, as always, by the Woodstown High School Marching Band.
3 minutes. All right, you get set time.
What was just played was a original piece by Mike Macero and Nick Pino, based on the hymn, "It Is Well With My Soul." Drum majors were Sophie Delia and Julie Morel, who did an excellent job as always. And now, as the band exits, we shift our focus back to the football game.
Now I'm ready to play.
All right, we are getting set to have our second half of this contest take place. A real challenge for our Wolverines tonight. 14-14 is your score. And the Gloucester Catholic Rams have really shown a lot of moxie this evening by not getting the chips down and coming back when the Wolverines strike. The Wolverines are really going to have to cut down on the penalties in the second half and start playing a little bit sharper and create some good execution as they come through the line. The Rams, on the other hand, have done an excellent job when they needed to by picking up key first downs by their running back, Deshaun Harris, who's put on a show of speed tonight against the Wolverines secondary.
Closer knocked off, dude. Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Interesting game.
All right, and our Wolverines kick off deep into the Ram country. Harris picks it up and speedy as ever comes through the line head first. Picks up another 6 or 7 yards like a bullet streaming out of the Rams 20-yard line all the way up to about the 35 as we get the second half underway. Rigging back to receive the handoff is Harris again around the end. Screams around the right side for a pickup of about 5. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 40 of the Rams. Seems, Jake, Harris hasn't missed a step since the halftime break.
No, Harris is definitely coming back on full force. the Wolverines are definitely going to have to lock down on him if they want to find any success this second half.
You're right. His speed is a major factor against the Wolverines here tonight, and we really need to see the Wolverines figure out a way to slow him down. Vales on the around, again blocking ahead for Harris. Harris comes through the line, picks up another 4 yards, just short of the first down at about the 42-yard line. Tough spot for the Rams, but it's about 3rd and 3. With our score tied at 14 here, the Rams immediately jump out and showing some offensive prowess. Reagan under center. First time I've seen that tonight. Hands off to Harris, and number 5, Rob Parkel. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
All right. Rob Parkel brings down Harris.
Rob Parkel with a key stop there, making it 4th and 1 for the Rams at the Ram 44-yard line. Handoff inside, looks to be short. And the Wolverines will take over on downs.
Excellent defense by the Wolverines. Keeping the offensive line back 1 yard to get the turnover.
All right, the Wolverines will take over on downs. Garrity at center. Husser, looks like he's calling an audible here. Gets under center. Taylor in the backfield. Warren to the right. Taylor gets the carry, and he will pick up about 3, which will bring up a 2nd and 7 from the Rams' 42-yard line. Husser hands off again to the inside. Looks like Taylor gets the nod and really keeps the legs churning. Picks up about another 5 on that carry, and that'll bring up a critical 3rd and 3, or perhaps 3rd and 2 at the Rams' 36-yard line, 37-yard line. 8:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Malik Parsons, but he is met by a host of Ram defenders, and he's thrown back to about the 39.5-yard line, or 36.5-yard line of the Rams to bring up a 4th and short, less than a yard to go. Husser hands off again to Taylor, who drives forward. Looks like with forward progress he's going to get the first down, but it's going to be really close. They're going to have to bring out the chains to measure this one, I think. No, the ref does not even bring out the chains. which seems to me a bit pretty assuming on that play. However, the head ref made the call, and the Rams will take over on downs, bringing up 1st and 10 from their 35.
Take it away.
Off to Harris, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line.
Rams will have a 2nd and 8 here from their 36-yard line. Harris brought down by a flurry of Wolverines led by Rob Barkel. Reagan calls for a timeout. Didn't like what he saw. So the Rams will take their first timeout of the second half. I gotta go get another water bottle.
After 10 years. Yo, when's Wardog gonna get a new sweatshirt, man? Hook him up. 10 years with that shirt, man.
Dude, that is, I had it and it got all torn up. I threw mine out. Yeah, that's like.
With 7 minutes left on the clock, it's the Rams' ball.
That's 10 years.
It's way too big for him, too.
Hand off to Harris. He's brought down at the 40-yard line by the Woodstown defense. Harris certainly does have a way of finding his way through the defense. With only 4 yards to go and on their 3rd down. Fake off. The pass is incomplete. Chants can be heard from the student section of Woodstown. The energy is all around us. Punt. Yeah. And it's going to be a Woodstown turnover. Starting at the 32 line. great run by Marquis Walls. Unfortunately, no yards gained. I'm sorry, 7 yards left to go. Off to Hall with a great run. Eventually taken down at the 35 line. Gets a first down. Handoff quickly stopped to number 20, Marquis Walls, I'm sorry. Walls gets in a few yards. I'm sorry, Taylor gets in a few yards. There appears to be an illegal shift.
Jump in, I already made my order comment. It says that same sweatshirt for 10 years. Over here.
The penalty's been declined. Woodstown with a 4th and 2. Punt. By number 71, Hunter Batten. To a turnover to the Rams. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, the score is still tied 14-14 with a Rams ball. Harris running through the defense, stopped at the 30. Snap back to Harris. Finds a way through the defense. And pulled down at the 45. Harris pulled down to Wolverine 45. Slowly but surely, they're making their way to the end zone. Wolverines doing their best to lock down on Harris, but he still finds his way through. To Harris, finds his way around and pushed down on the 40-yard line. "30 seconds left on the clock. Bales brought down at the 35 after faking his way through the off the defensive line of Woodstown High School. And that is the quarter. With the conclusion of the penultimate quarter, we're still at 14-14, tied. Still very much anyone's game.
So what's your opinion on the modifications to the park this year? Just a matter of
Gloucester Catholic. Bales with an excellent run. Stopping at the 35. I'm sorry, 25. to Harris. Harris making his way to the end zone. And brought down right in the end zone. Rams touchdown by Harris after an amazing breakaway. That boy just can't be stopped. Gloucester lines up for the field kick. And the field kick is good. Field goal, my bad. "11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Woodstown 14, Gloucester 21. It's not looking good for the Wolverines, but there's still time left for them to bring it back. Cheerleaders try to put some much-needed pep back into the step of the Woodstown High School football team.
Jack, need to get some chants going. Jesus. Clear it. Clear it, race. Get clear. Andrew, clear it. You guys got to get some chants going. Andrew. You deaf? Yes. Get some chants going.
Luke Lesh with the kickoff.
Get a chant going. Let's go. Come on. I heard nothing. Chance on myself. I knew that. All right, boys. We're gonna have this.
It's Woodstown ball. It's Woodstown's ball starting at the 20.
Do you want to see if they want to, like, you know, rather than do that, maybe walk along the two sides on this side? Yeah, maybe on the home side.
I don't know. Something. I don't know the chance. Just do one. Get them fired up. Huh? We're losing. Get the team fired up. Help the team. Get down there. Back down 15.
First down at the 15-yard line.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Hustler passes it. An incredible pass. Number 20, Lucky Wales, and he's going all the way for a Woodstown touchdown. Simply incredible. Woodstown is back in the game. An amazing catch and run by Walls all the way to the end zone. Connor Batten with the kick. And it's good. The score is tied again at 21-21 with 11 minutes still in the quarter. This game has been back and forth between the Wolverines and the Rams. It is still unclear who will become victorious.
Defense chance. Defensive chance. I want to hear it.
pass to, Mr. Danini?
That pass was to Marquis Walls. Excellently received.
All right, Woodstown back in business. Tie score 21-all against these Gloucester Catholic Rams. Again, we talked about this in the first half. Both teams seem to be equally matched tonight. And you can hear the crowd getting fired up. Coach Highland really trying to bring this Woodstown crowd into the game, getting them fired up, and we can hear them chanting and cheering as Marquis Walls takes a 70-yard strike from Tariq Husser to tie this game up.
Connor Benton with the kickoff.
Showing us his talent again with that excellent receive. Ball on the 32. Cavales. And an excellent run, flowing past the Woodstown defense. Being pulled down eventually at the 50. Woodstown's going to really need to clamp down hard if they want to keep this down. Off to Harris. Pushed out at the 55. Making his way through the defense.
It seems to me that the Rams' game plan for the second half here is to snap the ball directly to Harris and have him run on every single play.
It does seem like that, and it's not a bad strategy if you ask me.
So far, so good for the Rams on that strategy. Gets another first down. A Rams player is hurt, possibly cramping up. So the referees take an injury timeout, and the Wolverines collect themselves together.
Touchdown.
this game, folks. We have a 21-21 score. Down to the Wolverines 30-yard line. And still driving.
Check.
Another big run. Timeout called by the Wolverines. And with the Rams driving here in the fourth quarter, we have 7:39 left to go. And the Rams are at the Wolverines' 25-yard line. This would be a good time for the defense to step up and try to get a turnover.
Woodstown High School band playing Seven Nation Army to try to rally the Woodstown defense. Rams lining up. Off to Vales, running it, finds a way through, looks like it's going to be a touchdown, and it is! A Rams touchdown in the seventh minute. Vales put 6 more points on the board for the Rams. Lining up for the field goal. O'Donnell. And it is blocked. Number 5, Rob Parkell, denies the field goal. The score is 21-27 Rams in the 7th minute.
Tell you what, we get the right equipment. We're in business.
Number 54, Luke Lish with the kickoff.
A booming kick by the Rams sends the ball into the end zone, so the Wolverines will take over, I believe, at their own 20-yard line.
Looks to be Walls, runs the ball to get a few yards gained. Interference on the field. Husser fired off a pass to Woodruff, but there was an interference on the field on the Rams. Husser looking for the pass. Is taken down by the Rams defense. Six minutes on the clock with 2 downs and 13 yards to go on the 35. Offense is halted by the Rams D again. It's not looking good for the Wolverines with only 5 minutes left. Husser looking for the pass, runs it, fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by the Rams. It is not looking good for the Wolverines at all.
I want it, baby. Bring it.
You just gotta find me some more communications.
I know. I'm working on it.
Starting.
Woodstown's ball. I'm sorry, Rams ball. Pushes against the defense. Gets a few yards. And the first down. Four minutes on the clock and at the 28th yard line. Timeout. Four minutes on the clock. 21-27 Rams. It's not looking good for the home team, but nothing is impossible.
It's been too big for him the whole time.
Tough crowd.
Handoff to Harris. Stopped by the defensive line at the 30. Three and a half minutes left in the games. Rams ball on the 22nd, second down, 8 yards to go.
What's up? Get some chance going. Need some defense.
Harris takes the ball. Another breakaway, and it's another Ram touchdown. Harris scores another Rams touchdown in the 3rd minute, leaving Woodstown far behind.
I would bet that kid's going.
Seems like it. You can't stop him. He gets 5 yards every time. There's even like no coming over the team. It must be.
Harris just can't be stopped.
Jake's on the money, man. Just what the fans wanted to hear. I think. Yep. 33
Was that a penalty on that play? What was the penalty?
There was a penalty. Hold on.
It appears there was not a touchdown and there was a penalty.
All right, here we go. Got a chance.
Another flag on the field.
You gotta be kidding.
3 minutes left on the clock. The score is 21 Woodstown, 27 Rams.
That's a killer. What do you know?
Who was that on?
Penalty on Woodstown.
touchdown, right?
Timeout, Wolverines.
So it was a person? Yes.
Somebody draw.
They needed to get 16. The second and 16.
It appears to be a personal foul on the 15th yard line.
What was the number out, Paz? Who was it?
Cheerleaders are doing their best to keep the morale high. But this game isn't over and Woodstown can still come back. Harris running through the line. Stopped on the 18th yard line. That's another down for the Rams. Two and a half minutes left on the 15th yard lines. 1 down and 10 yards to go.
Turnover. Gotta get the ball, Jake. Gotta get a turnover.
Turnover to the Woodstown Wolverines. I'm sorry, it's still the Rams' ball. 2.5 minutes left. Little to no movement on the offensive line.
Don't start trouble already, Todd. To go, Jake.
3 yards lost by the Rams. 2 downs and 13 to go with 2 minutes left on the clock. Offsides on Woodstown. Seems Woodstown is getting a little bit jumpy. Harris gets the ball and is pushed back by the defensive line with a 5-yard gain. One and a half minutes left on the 12th yard line. 3 downs and 8 yards to go. Excuse me, 9th yard line.
you doing?
The stakes are high.
Turnover, come on.
The score is 21 Woodstown, 27 Rams. And looks like Bales is off, getting taken down. Fourth down, 4 yards to go.
Kicking this? I'm kicking this right here.
This looks like Woodstown's last chance with less than a minute on the clock.
We're going for it. I'm kicking that ball right there.
It would take a miracle for Woodstown to win, but Woodstown's in the miracle-making business.
There you got it. Touchdown.
And Harris is with the touchdown. Another Rams touchdown to finish off the game. 40 seconds on the clock with a 33 score for the Rams. Lining up for the kick. Ooh. Denied by the Woodstown defense, and a flag is on the field.
Next week,
He's like, no, he don't want to go. He said, no, no.
Two really good cameras. That way I would just set reporters around with just iPhones.
They're running it.
Wow. Did they make the run? They made it.
The Rams make it in to the end zone, making the score 35-21. It is not looking good for Woodstown. With only 40 seconds left on the clock, it's almost certain that they have lost. What started off as a close game has now swung into the Gloucester Catholic favor.
Highland versus War Dog. Who wins that fight?
War Dog's pissed, what?
Right now, Highland versus War Dog.
Right now, I'll give it to War Dog. Just for another minute. Nah, I'm not War Dog, though. He's an athlete. He's got some years. He's a little younger here, and I get tired like a minute. I got a good 30
You gotta
seconds.
put him in the headlock
I
and
gotta
ride
do something
it.
quick.
Ride it.
Stop moving. He was not happy right there. That's right.
Lush kicking off for Gloucester. A great kick past the end zone. It's going to be a Woodstown at the 20-yard line.
Personal foul was killer. That personal foul was killer.
That we just had another one. That's why they picked up on the 45. Oh yeah. That would have been tie game.
40 seconds on the clock. The score is 21-35 Rams. Woodstown has the ball. Woodstown lining up for a punt. And they're running it, and they're quickly taken down at the 20. Hustler is quickly taken down. .33 seconds on the clock.
We apologize to our folks at home. We have some technical difficulties with our streaming system right now. We're only able to get one bad camera angle. So we are right near the end of the game, 33 seconds left. I want to thank my partner, Mr. Jake Danini, for all his great commentary tonight. This is our first try at live streaming with what's called the Sling Studio. We hope to make some improvements for next week as we go into our homecoming, and we'll be able to produce and show you our show a little bit cleaner, a little bit crisper, and hopefully our technical devices will work. So what do you think overall, Jake?
I think this has been a good maiden voyage for our broadcasting, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't look like the Woodstown Wolverines are going to be able to pull this one out.
No, sir, I don't think so. Not this week, unfortunately. We just had a couple of bad breaks. We had some untimely penalties that really put us in a bad place. And I can't take anything away from the Rams. Their strategy in the second half was to give it to Harris. And that strategy was pretty successful. All during that whole second half, the ball was mostly snapped directly to Harris, who ran the ball. I'm not sure what his total stats were for the night, but I know that it's well over 200 yards on the ground and probably another close to 100 in the air. So again, that's a wrap. Jake, announce the final score.
That's the end of the game, and it's 21 Woodstown, 35 Gloucester. It was a good game, watching it, and it went back and forth for a long time, but eventually it swung in the way of Gloucester, and there's nothing we can do about it. Congratulations to Gloucester for their victory. They definitely earned it with their two top players for this game. Bales and Harris definitely pulled the team together.
Yes, sir. I want to thank all of our announcers tonight, our team of producers and directors, Kenzie Blythe, Lily Larrabee, Natalie Toy on camera, Eli Torres on camera, Matt Harshman, Megan Hackett, Slim, Henrik Holtke, Trevor Lodge, Garage was here in the house as well. Am I forgetting anybody, Jake? Who else did we have here tonight? I think I covered everybody who volunteered for us this evening, and I want to thank all of them for coming out. And hopefully next week we'll put together another solid team, and we'll be back online. What do you think, Jake?
Yes, we will.
All right, we'll see you next week for Shalleck right here home, Clintware Stadium, 7 p.m. next week. See you next week, everybody.
See ya. Have a good night.